I'm Lawrence. I'm from 86R. Might as well do a robot explanation. I don't have anything right now. I don't have the controller, battery, or like pump or anything. Well, I actually have the pump, but no battery. And I guess I'll do a robot explanation with like none of it. So I have the chains detached right now. So I guess I'll start off with the drive. So we run a pretty fast drive. We run like this is what? Oh, shit. All right, this is like 3.25, 450. It's pretty fast. We do like the 6 motors on the bottom. We don't do any run stack or anything because we thought this was sufficient. We have our odometry. We ran a 2.75 with a 2 stacked one of these because this made it really consistent and it's really good. And we had enough space for it, so we just had to run it. IMU's right there. And for the back brace, we ran a super axle and a forward 2 C channels. We were able to do that because we do this really funny thing I don't see other teams doing. We make this half cut thing here. So we just half cut half this C channel and then run this piece of metal. And this makes it like really good for like preventing twist. And our bot's like pretty good on twist. So yeah. I guess I'll go to doinkers because these are pretty obvious. We have 2 doinkers here. We did something special. We actually hot swapped the front module so we can switch from that to this really quickly. And it's really fast for like swapping for elims, so we can run both goal rush and ring rush. And this can also get the middle ring, which is like really important for stop. So I guess to finish off the drive, we have these skirts here. Shout out to Saratoga Extremity. They had the idea. They make your bot look really cool and make it very slippery. And these rollers here help with hang. Alright, I'll move on to the intake. So we have a pretty standard intake. The chain's off right now, but you can see how it works. It's just powered by this motor here. We chain it down, and this sprocket we should connect to the chain. And then that would be chained down, geared down to here. And then sprocketed right to the first stage. So we run 600 RPM first stage, and then we run 600 RPM second, but on 1.75, so it spins slower and has more torque. Our forks are pretty special because they run up the entirety of the robot, and they actually protect this gear here so the ring does not hit it. I think it's like super bent right now, so the gear is actually out of its socket. So yeah. So up here we have like the part that scores with the mobile goal. The color sensor here for color sort never worked. Killed our elims run against Riguel. We lost them. Womp womp. And we have these guards here that are flexible, so they just had a budget like 1010W hooks. Well, like ring hitter protectors. They just bend around a little bit. We added them at Worlds to make sure the ring does not hit the 6th and 5th ring. I can't show you guys because no mobile goal, no air, no battery. We have the brain here, pretty good brain placement. We actually had a lot of wire problems. You can see like all our ports are mix and matched because we had a lot of ports on our brain broke at Worlds. Ports on our brain broke at Worlds, so we had to like swap a lot of it. So I guess I'll move on to the mobile goal clamp. We ran a pretty special locking clamp because this thing's pretty chunky, but it's very sturdy. So it comes down and it over centers these 2 pieces here, and they hard stop against these 2 spacers. So no moving. I run this like weird thing, the force distribution software, and it said that this piece was gonna break. So I had to make this last minute Delrin piece here to prevent it from snapping our L channels, which is pretty crazy. Something that I came up with that's pretty special and didn't see like other teams do is variable auto paths. So we have this distance sensor here that detected if a mobile goal is actually in the clamp. And depending on if we ran like one or lost rush, we can either set up for like a defensive placement where we can defend the 3rd goal, or like rush where we drop our goal and then like prepare for the rush, which is pretty special. It's pretty useful. We run it in elims where we lost rush to, I think like in quarterfinals we lost a rush and then we managed to get the 3rd goal back, which is pretty important. This thing's pretty effective. I guess I'll move on to the hang. So our hang's pretty nice. We ran linear slides and a hard stop. So slides just descend from over here, right there, slides, and they just come up and down here, like that. And then they're just hard stop on the top again by a screw. So pretty simple hang. As the bar comes in, it just latches on here, pushes the bar up. Our hang is like super consistent because our odom's hard stop pretty low. So we just hang on the rollers here, and they just like pop, and then it goes down. Wow, pretty simple. I guess I'll move on to lady round. So our lady round's just pretty simple as well. But what makes our lady round special is how we actually mount it. These are the like the V5 clawbot components that we just like mutilated. We had to like sand it down and then drill out the inserts, and you can use these for lady round. They're really good because they like help support your lay brown as well as transferring power. And We brace our leg down with just like a C channel. It's pretty effective. Delrin, yeah, use Delrin, kids. And it's just a simple 11 watt combined from these two, and it's geared up to 66 RPM. We found that a problem with our Lee Brown is that like the PID loop from rotation sensor is like super whack if you just mount the hole onto the axle. So we have to CAD this really sketchy Delrin piece here that like offsets the rotation sensor, and it's like actually screwed in, so it doesn't wiggle around and ruin our PID. We found a lot of teams have problems with their liner, so we actually have a banded liner. It's just banded from here to here, counter banded, and when the Lee Brown comes up, it would just hit the liner and allow it to come down. Like, this also makes it really good for scoring, because like if there's a ton of rings in the stack and then you're hitting it constantly, this thing can like give you a bit of like wiggle room and bend down a little bit, which is pretty useful. I think that's it. Oh, yeah, intake lift. Eddie requested this, my coder. I had to build it like in short notice. It was pretty sketchy. This is pretty effective. It just lifts the entire intake, the first stage, and this like gets the third ring because we couldn't fit a flap in here because we ran out of Delrin. Yeah. I guess that wraps it up. Alright, see you in pushback. And guys, sign the petition to remove the Delrin rule. I want to use more Delrin. Please sign it. Alright, thank you. Bye bye.